Hey everybody, Jabman025 here. Today I'm taking a look at my 126 Master Grade, the Powered GM, from the series Gundam 0083. This was in one episode of Gundam 0083 and is a test bed for a new backpack. It's kind of a neat design. I always kind of liked it, and I was stunned when they made it a Master Grade. It's a P Bandai Web Shop Limited Only kit. But hey, I picked it up. Let's have a look. Now, when you open up this manual, first off, this is an old school manual. Works like some of the old school Master Grades, and it feels like an old school Master Grade. But this is kind of a Frankenstein kit. There's a lot of different kits in this one kit. It's mostly GM Kai, but there's also some RX-78 Ver-Ka, believe it or not, and some Mark II version 2.0. So this is kind of a little bit of everything going on here. It uses the screws for a lot of the joints, so bust out that tiny little screwdriver. Has a decent, piston bend and bend down to the knees. So there's a lot of 2.0 in the joints too. Mark II 2.0. Put all the legs together. You see that orange. Orange is kind of the color for prototype machines or testbed machines. No real weapons on these things. They're just for initial rollout tests. 3 1 and then the thumb hands, bendable arms. Got some decent bend of the arms. Again, some different joints being used here and there. It's kind of weird. Been a long time since I've seen 3 1 and then thumb hands. It's kind of neat. Nostalgia. But the side skirt arm, see on the back of the legs there, it has some shoelace or material for the cables on the back. That looks kind of neat. The skirt armor, pretty basic. Like I said, old school Master Grade. Not a lot of frame going on here. Pretty simple. The back opens up to hold some of the weapons later, which I'll talk about in a bit. Now, if you bought this kit, the main reason you did so was for the torso here. Standard GM torso for the most part, except it has this add-on. Extra shoulder bindings and this monstrosity of a backpack for a GM. Little complaint here. The big giant thrusters on the bottom, in every picture they show, the insides of those thrusters are red. And they give you red parts here and here. Does it really kill them to give you some red inserts for those? I guess so, because you got to paint it. And painting red on a dark gray is a royal pain in the butt. Oh well. Also painting, the head is those clear green pieces. Yeah, those are just plain clear. The visor, the cameras front and back, all clear. You have to add some clear green to make it look right. Some stickers on the head as well. On the side, those gray lines, those are stickers. There are stickers on the legs as well. A little sticker heavy for a Master Grade, but like I said, it's old school. They give you a core block, pile it in there on a ball joint, so it has a fairly good amount of movement considering. Plug, and there you go. Accessories. Shield. Pretty basic. Clear visor on the top. Has 2 beam sabers you can put in there, one of which can be put on the backpack if you so desire. And of course they give you 2 pink blades. 2 different attachments under the arm, a side and a back attachment, whichever you prefer. Both work equally well. They give you this standard GM pistol, beam, whatever it is. It has a little latch here that will open eventually. Open the latch. There we go. And you can hook that into the side skirt if you so desire. And that hooks in just fine. They also give you this beam, or this standard machine gun. This is kind of a weapons platform. You can do all sorts of different things with this, because they give you extra parts. You can have this machine gun, or this machine gun, or this machine gun, or this machine gun. And whatever parts you don't use, you can put on the back skirt armor. They also give you a Mark II version 2.0 bazooka, because I guess they had all the parts there, why not? You can also attach that into the back skirt armor, except that is weird and awkward and you'll never do it. But still, you can do it. It holds all the weapons just fine. They don't weigh anything really. The shield connects in fine. The 3-1 in the thumb hand works okay, not great, but it doesn't really drop anything. Can be a little awkward to pose with, but hey, it's 3-1 in the thumb hands. Like I said, nostalgia. I kind of enjoyed it anyway. The backpack isn't really that back heavy, so it still can do decent poses on the ground. Decals. All water slide. There's not a whole lot of them. They give you lots of bonus decals. My personal favorite is this one here. If my camera will focus. Focus. There you go. You see the continent of Australia with a big hole missing because of Operation British. Whoopsie. That's kind of sick and twisted, but I enjoyed it anyway. Because this thing was stationed at Torrington. But I always like the stance of it. Looks like a big old linebacker with that giant backpack and those shoulder armor. Just a neat looking kit. That's what you're getting here. Not to say it won't pose. There's just not a ton of poses you can do. Joints are solid. Like I said, there's Mark II 2.0 in there. That's one of the, if not the greatest master grade ever made. So they use the right joints. So what are you going to do? Final thoughts on this kit. By my definition of a thumbs up, meaning that I am happy with the purchase and I'm happy it's in my collection, I have to give it a thumbs up. But I understand this is an old school kit with an old school build, old school weapons, old school joints for the most part. It does use some Mark II 2.0 parts. Basically, if you look at this kit and go, man, that's a really neat and unique build, I'd like to have that. It's worth your time. As P. Bandai kits go, this is one of the cheapest, if not the cheapest. I paid $40 for this. So keep that in mind. But if you're someone who looks at this and goes, is it really worth it? And it's probably not. There's nothing here to make you think, wow, you really got to pick this up. It's just one of those kits that's unique, interesting, and a neat looking kit on the shelf. I like the linebacker look, what can I say? But really nothing special about it. It's an old school kit released in the modern days. What you gonna do? Well, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this review. Hope you found it informative. If you have any questions, please ask them. I will answer them as best as I can. Please stay tuned for more. Always got more reviews coming. And I will see you guys next time. Oh, and one more thing. So you're telling me that instead of me, the best test pilot on the base, Ko Uraki, the carrot-hitting little twerp, gets to pilot this. What?
Well, you get killed.
I get killed?
Spoilers!